As we know, sports has become an integral part of our life. Especially in India, it has become more and more indulgent. Today, we realize that people from the age of, say, 10, 50, 60, 70, or 80, everyone is involved, or everybody wants to be involved in some kind of sports. Now, with this population being more and more indulgent in some kind of sporting activities, we've started realizing that there are certain critical elements of the infrastructure which is missing in the Indian scenario, which can sustain this amount of indulgence in sports. Now, this critical element can be of different kinds. It could be the lack of a comprehensive team which can ensure that people who are involved in sports continue to get involved for a long period of time. It could be about addressing recurrent stress-related injuries to people who play sports. It could be related to preventing injuries from happening at a particular level. But importantly, there is the absence of a comprehensive team which can address these sport injuries. A team which involves a competent doctor who's trained in sports injuries, a team which involves a physiotherapist, a nutritionist, a strength and conditioning coach, and various other members who can comprehensively diagnose a particular problem or comprehensively work on an individual and preventing from developing any kind of sport injuries. Now, this could be applicable to somebody who plays professional sport, somebody who plays semi-professional sport, or somebody who is involved in recreational sport or wants to start doing any kind of sporting activities. So the absence of a comprehensive team is in one way or the other preventing a lot of people from indulging themselves in sports. Now, the absence of the comprehensive team is also associated with a certain lack of incorporation of technology to assess individual muscle groups, to assess the strength in each of these groups, to involve science which can understand how we move our body, what are our strengths, what are our weaknesses, involve the nutritionist to kind of pitch in and understand what is the amount of nutrition that we need to take. So there's certain lack of technology in providing a better platform and a better understanding of how to ensure that people continue to involve themselves in sports is another very critical element that is missing. The third thing that needs to be addressed in this milieu is the application of this sport technology and this comprehensive team to address issues which a lot of people face today involving their musculoskeletal system. So the other critical element is how to apply this knowledge of the comprehensive team as well as the technology to common man. Now, a lot of people suffer from several issues around the musculoskeletal system. It could be involvement of muscles, it could be involvement of postures, it could be involvement of bones, which tend to cause a lot of day-to-day disabilities. People who are involved in long hours of working when they're sitting, people who are involved in standing for long periods of time, people who are involved in, say, driving, which involves long hours of sitting in a particular posture. All these people invariably suffer from so many disabilities. It could be chronic back pain, chronic neck pain, chronic pain in their hamstrings, and so many others. Now, these things are addressed in a particular way. And the way these musculoskeletal issues are addressed is very similar to how we address people who have got issues when they play recurrent sports. So the application of this knowledge on how to treat people with sports injuries is equally applicable to people who suffer from chronic musculoskeletal issues. Therefore, our necessity of providing a platform where we can have a comprehensive team, where we can have the technology to be able to diagnose these particular problems and treat them accordingly, and to apply this, to prevent this from happening in the first place, is extremely essential. So we at Altius, in association with Stance, are trying to provide this platform by coming together and delivering a sports orthopedic clinic at the premises of Altius Hospital on every Saturday. The first of this clinic is going to be launched on this Saturday, the 19th. But going on, every Saturday, a comprehensive team is going to come down and sit at the hospital with all the technological instruments and all the technological advancements to diagnose each of these problems and provide a comprehensive solution. We hope that people utilize the service and are able to not only get fitter, are able to prevent injuries from happening in the first place, and are able to address any kind of issues that they may be suffering from. So we hope that people utilize this service and then people can benefit from.